All right, it's a great day, and we are here for another podcast. I'm Daniel, and this is Katie, and this is Balance. And today I am feeling full of energy. I'm feeling pretty jacked today. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm jacked. I'm feeling good today, and maybe that's because we're talking today about the sorts of stuff that gives us energy and keeping healthy, fitness, and the like, and how we make all that work. And so I am but Katie's servant in this department, and so she's going to take lead on most of this. Oh man, I learn from her. She shows me the way, for I am not a testament to health, but I'm getting there. And
You are.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. But if there's someone from whom we can do some learning, it is the lady to my right. And so today we're gonna talk about how to balance it all, staying healthy, keeping fit, working out, and all the stuff that goes with that. So.
All right.
Let's get it on.
Yeah. So I think health has always been a priority for me, and it's something that I feel is really important for anybody that is trying to be doing a lot of things and has a family and has a business and whoever it is in life. Obviously, health comes first, and I think the prioritization of health is something that I did early on. And so when it comes to a choice between doing one thing over working out, or making a healthier lunch over just figuring it out at noon when I'm super starving and decide to go through a drive-through at McDonald's, I always prioritize the health component, and that's really helped to guide my decisions with what I do. And that is kind of the thing that I'm always thinking about. Health is number one for me. Obviously, family comes a close second. But if I'm not healthy for my family, I'm sorry. No, but you know who I am. If I am sick.
That's you.
Yeah.
And this is, we were very different people when we met.
Yeah.
And still I'm getting on the health wagon, but.
Well, I think also as you get older, you recognize how important health is when your
things start cracking.
Yeah.
That used to not crack. Things start hurting. You wake up more tired. You go
Yeah.
to sleep. You start thinking about what you're eating minutes before you go to bed a little bit more, or at least you start thinking about it when your stomach makes weird noises. And so, yeah, I mean, you are definitely guiding yourself with doing things the right way, whether it be working out, whether it be what you're eating, routines, those sorts of things.
For sure, routine's key. But I just think, going back to the priority thing, I know it sounds a little harsh when I say my health comes first, but honestly, if I don't put my health first, I cannot be there for you, for my kids, for our kids, for our business.
Is there something I need to
No, but it's true, because if I'm held up in bed because I'm sick, because I haven't been taking care of myself, then it kind of leads to a lot more challenges.
Well, it's also, when you talk about kids, it's also setting the example.
Yeah.
And it's about, and which you've done for me,
Mm-hmm.
and now I do for them as well, or I try to, but
Yeah.
they need to develop the right habits early, because there's that much more today than, not that we're fossils or anything, but when we were growing up,
Yeah.
there was more reason to get outside, because there wasn't as much to stay in for, and there was, I don't know if there was less processed junky food, but there's definitely no less of it now.
Well, I think there's just a lot more convenience now.
It's all about doing what's easiest and quickest and requires the smallest amount of effort, and all of that is the complete counter to what people should be doing.
Right. Yeah.
And so, when it comes to family, when it comes to priority, I get what you're saying. Yes, family's still first.
I mean, if it was a
but
choice
as a function
between
of-
taking care of my sick child and working out, obviously
You'd be working out.
No,
'Cause I'm home.
but I'm just saying that, if it's between, I don't know, comparing it to your kids is a little more of a challenge, but it's something that's always
a philosophical discussion. It's not even about health anymore.
it's just always on the top of my priority list. And also acknowledging through the years that, when it comes to working out, if I don't work out first thing in the morning, I am not going to work out afterwards, or it's going to be a much greater struggle to work out either during the day or after the kids go to bed, because really the kids aren't going to bed until 8:30, 9 o'clock now, and I just couldn't even bring myself to work out.
Well, let's talk about that, because I think we definitely started in different ways when it comes to schedule and when it comes to how to build a routine, that sort of thing. I can remember when we were in university and you were still working out and you were still doing all that, and I don't know if you remember the one day I tried to go running with you. You might not remember. I remember it because it took a toll on me. Oh yeah. We were we weren't living together, but we were. I don't think we ever lived together in university, but whatever. It was one of those things where you would run, not every day, but you had a pretty good regimen and you were still as disciplined with working out, and I was not.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd run more than 200 meters in my lifetime. And so, but, at that point, we were still, lovey-dovey boyfriend, girlfriend. I needed to show you that I was macho and I could run. How hard could that be? And so we went, you don't remember this? We went for a run. It was around campus, and I mean, I'm going to say...
I feel like I shut this out of my memory. I don't know
It's probably
why.
a good thing. I don't know why I'm rehashing it now. But, no, I mean, it was probably 2 kilometers tops, this run.
Okay.
So, which, now great, but then I figured it was no big deal.
Right.
And I was running, so we were doing the side-by-side run, and I'm feeling good, and you've got your headphones on, and I don't know, trying to look like the badass, and got my whatever, listening to music too. And not even 400 meters in, I started kind of slowing and tailing behind you, but still kind of, I figured I'd stay in your, what do they call that? The wind shear? I had your drift behind you, I thought that would help power me, I could go. And you didn't see me, so the fact that I was wheezing to death was as long as I'm behind her, it's okay. But no, I didn't make it. I couldn't finish the run.
I mean, I remember the time we did that, tough, what was that? Not Tough Mudder.
What was it called? Rugged Maniac.
Rugged Maniac. And I remember with the running, it was, you were pretty
The beginning was
tired.
Well, there was a hill at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to use excuses, I was as out of shape as any, and that was 2 years ago?
No,
3 years ago?
I think that was longer.
I think it's on YouTube now if you want to watch a funny video of that.
We should link it into the show notes.
We'll link to that.
Yeah. But it was just you had a hard, it was just, you weren't used to that.
But it was also, that's also a different type of fitness, right? Because the stuff, it was one of those things with obstacles, and there's, running through fire, quote unquote, and climbing walls and this and that, and that stuff I'm good with when it's not endurance and it's not, breathing right and staying hydrated.
Right.
Which is where, in fairness, when there was a wall climb, there's another part in this video that we'll link to where...
That was the beginning of the race.
Well, so the hill, I died running up a hill. We hadn't even hit any obstacles yet. It was just running. And then the first obstacle was
it was literally the first obstacle. It was the start line, and you went 100 meters, and there was the first obstacle.
And it was a wall that, I don't want to what was it, 4 feet?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it was 5 feet. It was a 5-foot wall that you just climb up and jump over.
You're generous, yeah.
That was it. Well, yeah. I'm trying. Well, it was for some people. This is just pointing out that for different people, different things are difficult.
No, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I jumped over it, or maybe, I was behind you, because I had the GoPro on my head, which, thankful, we documented it all. But Katie jumped over, and she kind of pulled herself up and got to the top, and then she just, like a sack of potatoes, just fell over the other side, and
and I kicked somebody in the face.
Kicked someone in the face, roundhouse kicked someone on her. And you just hear this oh crap, the race is over. Part of me was like, no, I don't have to run anymore, because I was already dead. Yeah. But no, she survived, and that was good. It was more just damaged your ego a bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was all just speaking to the ways in which, I guess, the things that we're good at and need work at, and then also how we're able to work that into the routine and the way we live our lives, right?
Yeah, and so for me, working out in the morning is the way I do it. But for other people, everybody has their own way of doing it. Some people might do it on their lunch break. Some people might do it after work. Some people might be able to work out at 10 o'clock at night. I see lots of people do that. And there's no wrong answer. It's just all what makes sense for you and your family and just given your situation. And then you talking about how, running for me is good. And my upper body strength is horrible. But just trying to figure out workouts that fit, that you enjoy doing. Because if you're not going to enjoy working out, you're not going to stay consistent at it.
You're right. I'll qualify that though with I don't enjoy it still. But I enjoy it when it's done.
Well, but do you enjoy certain things? Like
I enjoy knowing what it's doing for me.
Okay.
So I'm driven by the fact that whether it's because of my age or whether it's because of the kids or whether whatever, waking, like now I'm doing it in the morning.
Well, yeah,
right? And that works with our
challenge.
schedule, and I'm not a morning person.
Yeah.
That understatement of the century, I'm not a morning person.
Yeah.
But knowing that, even little things like laying everything out before I go to bed, like lunches for kids, but like just putting the workout clothes in a bag and having it at the foot of the bed, knowing that I can roll my lazy ass out of bed, grab the bag, go to the car, and I'm still half asleep when I get to the gym.
Right.
Which also, in fairness, I could work out at home if I was that lazy about. But for me, I'm motivated by being something.
Yeah, and that's another good point. Yeah.
But yeah, like when I'm doing it, I'm sitting there, I'm on the treadmill, I'm doing weights, whatever, and I'm just like, oh my god, but maybe halfway through, I get a satisfaction of like whatever it is. For everybody, it's different. I'm not like the kind of guy who does curls in the mirror or like moans really loud. So I don't want people to see me. I'd rather I was in the gym by myself.
Yeah.
But as it's going and I'm feeling like this is doing good things, and then when it's over and you hit the showers and it's like, great, my day's ahead of me.
Yeah.
I've done something really healthy and productive that I can feel good about.
Yeah.
That's the positive for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's a positive for everybody. And I don't love working out either. I think it's similar. But I think it's the same with you. Like, I know how good it is for me and how good I'm going to feel afterwards. That's key.
Well, and I think you're at the stage where it is very much part of who you are.
Yeah, it's a habit.
And I'm getting there. I'm developing a habit. It's not a habit for me yet, so I'm still at the stage of it's useful, it's good, I know it's good. The day before, I know I want to do it. Yeah. When it's done, I'm happy I did it. When I'm doing it,
not so much.
I'm like, I'm doing it. But that's it.
And people say, like I've heard different people say like there's different timelines for creating a habit. I think it takes longer to create a habit than what a lot of people say. People, like I've heard 21 days or whatever, and I think that's BS because honestly, and maybe it depends on the thing that you're doing, but for working out, that takes such a commitment, and it could take you up to a year to really get into it and start making it
for sure.
an everyday thing.
Well, and different things motivate different people too.
Yeah.
Like I said that like the question, motivate people too. For example, I got a membership at a gym that I've now paid for a year.
Yeah.
And whether or not you're a cheap bastard,
which you kind of are.
Which I kind of am, the moment that's spent to not use it, that might be somebody's motivation. There might be something that motivates you, like a life event, something that happened to somebody in your family, something that you're worried about, something that you're excited about, whatever it is. You find that thing. And it's not the money for me that's like there are bigger things, but that's an example.
But that helps.
For sure. If I go 2 weeks and I didn't go to the gym and I'm like, that cost me X for zero.
Right.
Then, and it's not a case where I'm I'll just cancel it next month. It's no, I committed to a year and I'm on month 2.
Right.
So I better get myself in gear and do this. It helps in forming an unintended habit, I guess. Right.
And it's accessible to you too. The gym is 5 minutes away from the house. If so it's important that being able to the working out is easy for you to do. Whether it's going to a gym that's in your neighborhood or for myself, I just go downstairs at most mornings and turn on a workout video and work out for half an hour. And that's usually my workout.
Yeah.
Just because it's super accessible. it could be raining, it could be snowing, it could be doing whatever it is outside. I just need to go down in the basement and that's it. And I'm good to go.
Well, and not that it needs to be morning for everybody.
No, that's true.
I'll say this, and you probably noticed this, you know, like our morning routine, which we talk about in another episode of the podcast, but our morning routine is hectic with 4 kids. And if we can both, you less than me, because you're doing it every morning, but on the days where I work out at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and I get back home and the kids are waking up, I'm a different me than the mornings.
Oh, God, yeah.
When even if I've woken up a half an hour earlier, like there's ogre me.
Yeah.
No, I know it. Like I mean, but
no. But like when you the days you don't work out, you're waking up maybe 2 minutes before the kids are up.
Well, yeah.
So that is hard.
That's true too. Did I say half an hour?
Yeah.
That's not true. Sometimes it's a half an hour, but it's a half an hour where I've woken up and I'm not moving. I'm just awake.
Yeah.
But no, when you've spent an hour being active and
you walked in this morning, you had just worked out, you came in and you were just like,
I was full of piss and vinegar this morning.
You were enjoying the kids. It was awesome.
Well, but I'd rather have it that way. I'd rather be
I'd rather
active,
you like that too.
Energetic person than the one who's taking all their crap and wanting to murder everybody in the house. You're bringing everybody else down. You know, like the kids are fragile. Like especially our 4-year-old getting to kindergarten in the morning. There's some days can be more fragile than others. So if she doesn't see 2 parents that are somewhat upbeat, it makes life a little more challenging, and her mood will go down as a result. Yeah, everything. I mean, my patience improves.
Oh yeah, like there's so many things.
It's just your day has started an hour earlier or 2 hours earlier, and just think about when nobody wakes up. Like in the commercials where people wake up, it's like, oh, good morning.
You know what I don't understand? This has nothing to do with health, but like in those TV shows, TV shows, how do couples kiss in the morning? Like
they don't. No, and if they do, the stank. Okay, yeah, go on. Sorry, you're so right though.
No, I mean like maybe people just don't have bad morning breath, but like. We do.
No, yeah, everyone. Well, kids are which is crazy.
But I'm not kissing my kids in the morning. But like, I can't. Like, if you come near me, I'm like, no way. And even if you do like mouthwash, like that doesn't even help.
Helps. Like, it needs to be like a couple pieces of gum, brush your teeth, and
have some coffee and some orange juice. Like,
that's funny how coffee actually.
No, but like, it honestly has to. Like, I feel like the coffee when you drink it, it like takes all of your bad breath and like just washes it down.
Well, it like morphs it into coffee breath, which is a different kind of stink.
Which is it's way better. Morning breath. Like I have such a sensitive nose, and I just want to like puke.
Oh no! Like there's like a swampy cloud above our bed when we wake up. And it's just coming from our mouths.
All right.
So no, you're right.
Anyway, and so gross. I don't even know why I got on that.
We should do a whole thing on things on TV and commercials that are just.
Yeah, but I don't like. That's just such BS. When you see couples, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Let us know if we're wrong. Do you kiss as a couple in the morning?
There was a product actually.
Yeah.
That I don't know where it went because this is only a couple of years ago, but it was like some sort of a before you go to bed. I don't know if it was a toothpaste or something that it marketed itself as wake up with fresh breath.
Is it like that poop stuff that like when you take a poop and you put that stuff in the water? Like the guard or.
Oh no, we're talking about something different. What are you talking about?
You know, there's this product that like if you put something in the toilet before you go poo, it like stops the stink from escaping from the toilet.
What is it, like a liquid? Like
I don't know. It was a thing, and I still think it's a thing. I might get it for your stocking. No, anyway, that's a whole different thing.
That's also maybe, this can segue to health. Maybe we segue that into the stuff we eat.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Because,
let's get back on track.
Yeah, working out's important.
Yeah, and as a couple, figuring out how, because obviously if you've got kids, you can't be working out at the same time. Unless it's first thing in the morning and one of us is at home and one of us is at the gym, like we are. But if, you both have to sit down as a couple, if working out is a priority for you, which I would suggest it should be, and figure out, okay, when do you ideally want to work out? What does your workouts look like? How often? Where are you going to be? And try to figure out how you can fit that in and support each other with that.
For sure. Well, and also, last night, minor thing, but, you can make activities with your kids that are active and exercising in a way to engage them and get them active and off the screens or whatever. Like last night, we tried to teach all the kids how to do push-ups and how to do planks. Mm-hmm. And it was just fun. you know, like they're having competitions and they're trying to figure out how to do it. And you know how kids do push-ups. And you know how kids, well, I mean, if you've never seen a kid try to plank, I mean, like the bums are all over the place. But that sort of stuff is just fun. It engages everybody. It's a nice thing, and it helped wind down the night.
Yeah, well, and you don't realize with your kids how much your habits impact them. And when it comes to working out, like even Charlotte, so I trained for a marathon over the summer, and so a lot of mornings I was running, and I came home, and that's when the kids woke up. So even now, Charlotte's always asking me, you know, like, why aren't you running, mommy? Like, you know, she noticed them when I was running, and now she sees that like I'm not doing it as often, and so it's amazing how they see that, even though they don't say it right away, it does stick in their head. Which is really interesting.
Well, and let's not discount, I mean, she kind of just glossed over that. Like, she ran a marathon. It happened, what was it, a month ago, roughly?
Yeah.
The Toronto Marathon.
November, yeah.
You made the decision to do it. I remember, you found like a 9-week program, was it? Or a 10-week program?
Yeah, something like that. No, I think it was longer. No, maybe not.
No, it wasn't, because we signed up for a 5K.
Yeah, it must have been 9 weeks,
That was my way of trying to motivate myself to do what I thought I could do.
Yeah.
Because you were running and it got me running.
Yeah.
And then you're like, 5K. You're like, initially she was like, maybe I'll upgrade to the 10K. And then she's like, no, I'll do your little measly 5K with you. But then I'm running a marathon.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. But I mean, you put your mind to it. You found a program that was, to many people, insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was running 5 or 6 times a week.
Yeah.
And once a week you were going like 20, 30, 35 kilometers. The marathon's about 42?
42. I didn't go over, it was just over 30 was my biggest run.
That's all?
Yeah, but I mean the 30 to 40 kilometers in the marathon was like the worst possible.
But you did what you needed to do.
Yeah, I got my body
finished the marathon.
ready. Enough, ready.
And so that's just, I mean, I don't care what your goals are. Pick something that you want to achieve and find out what you have to do to achieve it, and then you know what, your habits of doing that formed. You know, you had an app that I guess told you what to do next, and like you said, the kids and I, like, we all knew that was now what mommy does in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, and you're gonna come home sweaty at some hour and fine, right? But it was good. Anyway, so...
Yeah, but also with that, you just got to be careful, because if you set your mind to like a goal and then complete it, that's not it. Like you got to keep working out. And that's something I think I struggled with too after the marathon. It's just, you know, you were so used to those 6 days of working out, and then your mind shifted like, oh, well, I don't really need to work out because I'm not really, you know, there's nothing I really, that's banking on me being fit.
But it also doesn't mean you're now a marathon runner. So if you just start running, you know, a half an hour at a time, that's not you anymore, because you did a marathon, so you should only be running 20K at a time.
Yeah.
It's just, no, like that was an achievement. That's like a bucket list big thing. You might do another one, you might do lots more.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean now it kind of, what's the word? Not compromises, but it like minimizes normal working out.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just, something was in my throat there. But yeah, which means I need water, which is another very important thing when it comes to health, which is drinking your water, which Katie just, if anybody participated in #Novemboire, which was last month, which was committing to drinking, what was it, your body weight? Up to
between half or a full of your body weight in ounces of water every single day, which means you're peeing a heck of a lot more than you're used to, but
but you can gauge the health of your pee from,
that's true,
you know, keep it as clear as possible. That's anyway. We're really touching on all kinds of bodily functions. It really wasn't where we were going to go. But
that's okay.
It's not weird, it's natural.
It is. But anyway, I think, we'll wrap up there. We'll maybe talk more about other health stuff in future
diet
episodes.
And all that is a whole other shebang.
Yeah, but I think, you know, I think the first thing you should do is figure out what your priorities are, and ideally working out can be one of those, and working with your partner to establish a way to be consistent with working out. And it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be an hour a day. You know, you can work out 3 days a week, like just something. That's all that matters.
Take the steps you need. Set a goal, set an objective for yourself, establish what you want and need to do to get there. And yeah, if you've got somebody alongside you, all the better. Motivate each other.
Like honestly, when you work out in the morning and like, like there's a few times that I'll sleep in, and I'll pass my alarm clock, and then you get up and you work out, you go to work out, and I'm like, oh crap. Like it makes me feel really bad. So if you have somebody,
because her husband's healthy.
Right. No, but if you have somebody that's with you alongside, not working out with you, but just you're seeing each other work out, that's a really big motivation.
Well, yeah, I mean, you either get motivated that way. I mean, I was motivated to run because you ran, and it was also something I knew I wasn't good at, but that was good for you and easy.
And you've gotten so much better at it.
I trained for the 5K.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah.
And it went well. I mean, just like the marathon with you. I mean, I fell off a bit after that, and now it's kind of a slow grind back to it. But yeah, I mean, once you train for something and accomplish it, that's the feeling of like, holy crap, I can do this.
Yeah.
Right? And so, anyway, motivate the people around you, let people motivate you, and whatever drives you, just follow that to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I feel better physically than I did a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. And I'm older, believe it or not, than I was a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. So, get on it.
That's it.
So,
yeah.
With that, this has been another episode of Balance. And
thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, subscribe, like, do all those things. We still don't know where the buttons are. I know this is on all sorts of different platforms, but just press whatever button you see. Send us comments. We really want to start to interact a bit more because we can talk at people, and that's great, but talking with people is fun.
It is.
All right.
Take care.